Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Now again, tonight is a special Shabbat because it is Shabbat in Passover. So we have infused some Passover melodies and some Passover fun in tonight's service. And Rabbi Stephanie was really hoping to be here with us tonight. Unfortunately, rabbinical duty calls and it knows no schedule. She has a family that is in need of her support during a time where they have a family member in hospice. So because she couldn't physically be here, she may show up, by the way, if she's able to later on in the service. I've decided to have her help us sing a little bit. So let's see, maybe technology will work with me here and we will join together in one of our favorite Passover melodies.
Let's join together.
Elu Hotzianu, Hotzianu miMitzrayim, Hotzianu miMitzrayim, Dayenu. Sing with me. Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Ilu natananu, natananu et haShabbat, natananu et haShabbat, Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Ilu natananu, natananu et haTorah, natananu et haTorah, Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. So nice to hear Rabbi Stephanie's voice. We will go ahead and continue now with the lighting of the Shabbat lights. May I have a reader here, please? If you'd like
Sure,
to.
since I haven't attended in a long
There you
time.
go. Thank you, Devin. Thank you.
Source of mercy, continue your loving care for us and our loved ones. Give us strength to walk in your presence on the paths of the righteous, loyal to your Torah, steadfast in goodness. Keep far from us all shame, grief, and anguish. Fill our homes with peace, light, and joy. O God, fountain of life, by your light do we cease. By your light.
Do we see?
Tongue twister.
See, I know. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and light our spiritual Shabbat candles and Yom Tov candles tonight. And we will continue now with our candle blessing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת. Amen. And we're going to continue now with our Shabbat Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila למקראי קודש זכר לציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Amen. L'chaim. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I hope that you all feel the same way. When I'm sharing my screen, I can't see everybody's beautiful faces, but I feel your energy, and I hope you're as happy to be here as I am. We have, it's the first Shabbat of the month, so we have the opportunity to share our simchas with one another, our celebrations and our joy. If anybody has a birthday, an anniversary, or some good news to share, if you'll unmute yourself and share with us, we would love to hear from you.
I have some very good news to share along with Leon and Susie, and that is the birth of our first grandchild, Sloan Margaret Rubin, who was born on March 23rd.
Oh, Mazel Tov, and beautiful name. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. Anybody else?
Yes.
Whoops.
On next Thursday, I guess it is, the 12th, Wednesday, the 12th, our youngest grandchild, Jessica, will be 21.
Oh, wow. Mazel
So I guess
Tov.
that officially makes me an old man.
I don't think so. Happy birthday to Jessica and congratulations
Thank you.
to the happy grandparents.
And on top of that, just to make sure that what keeps Ron and me recognizing that we're not old, my father's birthday was on the 4th of April, and he would have been 120 something or other.
Wow.
So, when we keep focused on just making sure we're doing our best, Jessie is a good role model for us. She's an
Fantastic.
amazing young woman.
Fantastic. Mazel Tov to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this month, I have a birthday the end of the month,
Happy
and
birthday.
my granddaughter will turn 23 the day before my birthday. And my son in Israel, who was slammed into his car by a terrorist, is finally able to go back to work. So he's slowly on the mend from the attack. Somebody slammed into the back of his car, pushed it across the road into a light post,
Oh my goodness.
and
Wow.
squeezed it at both ends. They said, because it's a newer car is why he survived. He lives in the West Bank outside of Malay Amin. So we're happy he's doing well.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness.
Our first great grandchild is going to be 3 April 30th, and Maven. Her name is, she's a Maven, but we spell Mayden.
Oh, happy birthday. Oh, it's so sweet.
Are we still at the good news part?
Yep, still at the good
I
news
lost
part.
connection.
Oh, so sorry.
Well, I may have found a place to move to from Chicago to Richmond, Virginia. A friend is being of some help, and I'll be closer, that's for sure.
Excellent. Good for you. Congratulations. Dr. Francie, did you have something you
Late
wanted
summer.
to share? Very
Yes,
good.
we just celebrated our 36th anniversary.
Oh my goodness, happy anniversary. That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. So wonderful to hear everybody's joy. And if you would all like, we can unmute for
I guess I'm going to say it
Shahafi.
was my birthday 1 week ago.
I'm so sorry, Kelly, I didn't see you. Oh, happy
okay.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Every
Thank you.
birthday is such a blessing. Well, go ahead and if you all want to unmute, we can do this together. It's noisy, it's fun. Let's do it, okay? All right, here we go. I'm going to take out one of my ears, though. Here we go. Shehechiyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higiyanu asman hazeh. Shehechiyanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higiyanu asman hazeh. Asman
Yay.
That was fun. Mazel tov to everyone. If you can go ahead and mute, if you're able to mute yourself, otherwise I'll do my best to get everyone muted and we'll continue with our service. Thank you all so much. I love that. There we go. All right. So again, we're going to have a little bit of Passover fun. I hope everyone can hear this. Here we go. Cleaning and cooking and so many dishes. Out with the homemates, no pasta, no knishes. Fish that's gefiltered, horseradish that stings. These are a few of our Passover things. Motzi and maror and chopped up charoset, shank bones and kiddish and Yiddish neurosis, Tante who kvetches and uncle who sings. These are a few of our Passover things. Plagues and the sorrows and trouble with pharaohs, famines and locusts and slaves with wheelbarrows, and eggshells that cling. These are a few of our Passover things. When the plagues strike, when the lice bite, when we're feeling sad, we simply remember our Passover things, and then we don't feel so bad. I hope you all could hear the music there. Such a fun song to sing. All right, and we're going to continue now with the Chatzi Kaddish. Is Ethan on tonight? No, I don't see Ethan. All right, here we go. Yiskada v'yiskada shemei rabba v'yamad zivra chirusei v'yamlich machusei v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayetechu b'es Yisrael b'hagala Bahagala, uvismahan kariv, v'yimeru, amen. Yeheshmei rabba mevorach, le'alam u'me'yomaya, yisbarach, yisbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yisba'ar, v'yisramam, v'yisnasei, v'yishadar, v'yishaleh, v'yishalah, shemei dekodesha, Brichu Leila min kol berchasa v'shirasa Tush bechasa v'nechamasa Damiran biyama Bimeru Amen. And we're going to continue now with our call to worship our Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. May I have a reader here, please?
I can read.
Wonderful, Sylvia. Thank you.
Oh, I hope. The pictures are over some of it. Hold on. Wait 1 minute.
Sure. Take your time.
Okay. As day departs, as the dark of night descends, we lift our eyes to the heavens. In awe and wonder, our hearts cry out, Eternal God, how majestic is your name in all the earth. A vast universe, who can know it? What mind can fathom it? We look out to the endless suns and ask, what are we? What are our dreams and our hopes? What are we that you are mindful of us? What are we that you should care for us? And yet within us abides a measure of your spirit. You are remote, but oh, how near, ordering the stars in the vast solitudes of the dark, yet whispering in the mind that you are closer than the air we breathe. With love and awe, we turn to you, and in the dark of evening, seek the light of your presence. For you have made us little less than divine and crowned us with glory and honor.
Thank you so much. Beautifully read. Thank you. And we're going to continue now with our prayer of unity, our Shema. Judy, would you like to lead us in the Shema? Are you able to unmute yourself? Let's see if she... Oh, I don't see her. Maybe, okay. Would anyone else like to lead in Shema? I'm happy to have a volunteer if someone would like to. Okay, we'll just go ahead and continue. Okay. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kivod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Our call to oneness. Such a beautiful, beautiful melody that we just hold with us from generation to generation. Timeless. Okay. I have a reader here for Via Hafta.
I would like to.
Oh,
Love God with your mind. Stay curious, open to questions. Marvel at the wonder for what is. Love God with your heart. Stay alive to suffering and joy. Yearn for the world that could be. Love God with your strength. Open your hands and give. Work for the sake of what ought to be.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. So this Negro spiritual, Let My People Go. You know, I was reading today that this was actually illegal to be sung at one point. In the 40s, I believe it was, that they had made it illegal to sing this. What's so fascinating about this is even though it references the Hebrew Bible, obviously the African American people could identify with the concept of being in bondage and being in slavery and wanting their freedom. So it's just an amazing, amazing spiritual. When Israel was in Egypt land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. have a reader here, please?
I'll read.
Thank you.
Sing the song of men and women joined in misunderstanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Thank you. So imagine now we're standing before the parted seas. We're ready to move through into freedom, just as we did thousands of years ago, I would imagine. I don't really know the history, the timetable, but a long, long time ago. And if you would like, think about the things that hold you back, your limitations, and imagine yourself just walking through them to the other side and reaching your full potential, our God-given potential. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha netar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malechutecha ra'u banecha, bokeya yam lifnei Moshe, Zeili anu ve'yameru, Zeili anu ve'yameru. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot B'imahot, U'nevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Grant peace to our world, goodness and blessing, mercy and compassion, life and love. Inspire us to banish forever hatred, war, and bloodshed. Help us to establish forever one human family doing your will in love and peace. O God of peace, bless us with peace. Shalom. We're going to continue now with a few moments of silence. Take some time to say your own prayer, to listen to your own small, still voice within. Say shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'ala kol Yisrael, v'imru imeru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. We're going to go ahead here. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see everybody. Hello, hello. Let me see if there's anybody I missed saying hello to. Phyllis, hi, I see you. And I see Mickey. Well, it says Mickey on your screen. Rafi, Sivia, got you. Judy, I see you. Who else is here? Nathan, Susan, Dawn, Irene. Hello, everybody. Robert, fantastic. Okay, so, oh, my bad, Frank. I know I saw Stephanie. There's Frank. Sorry. This is the risk we take when I call names to say hello to everybody. And Shabbat Shalom. I hope you're all having such a beautiful Passover holiday, hopefully with friends and family and loved ones. So tonight, Rabbi Stephanie had really hoped to be here. In fact, she prepared a sermon that she wanted to share with everyone, and then she was called to support a family in need. Unfortunately, they're in the process of losing a loved one, so she is doing the mitzvah of being there for that family. And so I asked her if she wouldn't mind allowing me to share her words on her behalf. So it won't be Rabbi Stephanie delivering Rabbi Stephanie's sermon. It'll be me delivering Rabbi's sermon, and I hope I can do her words justice. So I'm going to just switch my screen now so that I can read her words to you all and share her wisdom with everyone here tonight. Let me see. Hopefully, there we go. I got it. Okay. Fantastic. All right. The Ritba, Rabbi Yom Tov ben Avraham, stresses that every single individual must see and look at himself or herself as though they had been a slave in Egypt and as though he went forth to freedom. Freedom from slavery in this context is not a difficult idea to understand. The Hebrews were enslaved in Egypt and they were freed to serve God. Today, thank goodness, we are not enslaved in the way our ancestors were. With a deeper look, however, we can see how we might be enslaved to a different master. We might be enslaved to an unhealthy behavior that has become habitual, like eating, shopping, alcohol consumption. You get the idea. Enslavement in any form is destructive. The existential dilemma is this: because we are free, we are also inherently responsible to search, like our children search for the afikomen, for the root cause that keeps us in bondage. It takes courage to examine the source of our spiritual dilemma. However, when we do, we part the waters of our soul, carving a way to a freedom and joy within our souls. What most of us don't realize is that by simply stopping habitual behaviors, we don't cure the problem. We only stave off the symptom. The problem often stems from an inner enslavement to old ideas that no longer serve us. The example of deeper meanings can be found in the karpas that is found on our Seder plate. We teach our children the karpas represents springtime, which was the time the children of Israel left Egypt. We dip the parsley in salt water to represent the tears of slavery. But this is not the root. Upon further examination, we find that the word karpas only appears once in the Bible, in the book of Esther. In this context, it means a fine linen, using a word borrowed from the Sanskrit or Persian kirpas. The Talmud and early sources about the Seder do not use the term karpas at all with respect to the Passover Seder. Today, the word karpas is a reminder of the sale of Joseph into slavery, an act that led to the descent of the Israelite people into Egypt and eventually their bondage. Rashi was one of the first to make connection between karpas and Joseph's garment. By the time Rashi was alive in the 11th century, The Seder included a custom to dip a vegetable, referred to as karpas, into red wine. Rashi explained that the ritual of dipping karpas into red wine was really meant to be symbolic of Yosef's brothers dipping his multicolored coat into blood to make their father Jacob think that a beast had killed Yosef after they threw him into a pit and sold him to a passing Ishmaelite caravan. The trouble for our people in Egypt did not begin with a new Pharaoh who knew not of Joseph coming into power. It didn't start with Joseph being sold into slavery. It didn't start with a famine in the land of Canaan. The root stems from when Joseph, being treated differently than his brothers by his father, fell victim to the jealousy of his brothers. It takes searching and examination to acquire spiritual freedom, but like finding the afikomen, we will be rewarded. The reward not being a shiny coin, but an inner freedom that ultimately leads to a life where we can serve God with a whole heart. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach, from me, from Rabbi Stephanie, to all of you. And we are going to go ahead and continue now with our service. Get our screen back up. Here we go. Okay.
Can I say something?
Sure, Judy.
I don't want to take away. No, well, it's they say there's nothing new under the sun, and I wrote a poem, but you're spared that because I don't have it right there. But the idea of slavery, and you have to get to the root of it. I wrote this poem, and I know the first two lines. We carry our Egypts within us.
Absolutely.
And just crossing over the water doesn't mean we've left it all behind.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I examine the Egypt that's in me, and that's part of my enslavement.
Absolutely.
I didn't even know it.
Judy, thank you so much. Yeah, that's a beautiful way to think of it, the Egypt within.
Yes.
That alludes to what Rabbi was speaking of in her sermon as well, that we all have something, sometimes many things, that hold us back, that enslave us in one way or another.
Right.
And the challenge is to be able to not only get rid of those symptoms of that enslavement, but to open our hearts and souls to God and to be able to serve God with a full and open heart, as she says.
Yes.
So thank you so much for sharing that with us, Judy.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. May I please have someone read here for me? Someone like to read about Vilna Gaon?
I'll do that.
Thank you.
The Vilna Gaon. Rabbi Eliyahu ben Shlomo Zalman, known as the Vilna Gaon, the Gra, acronym for Gaon Rabbi Eliyahu, and even as just the Gaon, is considered one of the most important rabbis in Jewish history, and Gadol HaAchronim, the greatest of the last of the great sages. He is considered the father of the stream of Lithuanian Kabbalah.
Yay!
And it left his mark especially on the world of the Lithuanian yeshiva.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think I saw a couple people here. Let me have, is Nathan available to read? I think I saw that you had unmuted yourself at one point to read. If you would like to, Nathan, do you want to read here?
Yes, I would love to read.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
Sure. The kid is the bright birthright to continue Abraham's mission to build a world full of loving kindness and monotheism, and devoid of idolatry, child sacrifice, and other evils. My father is Jacob, who bought the birthright from his twin brother Esau. The two zizim are the bread and stew Jacob paid Esau for the birthright, and the cat represents the envy of Jacob's sons toward their brother Joseph's, leading them to sell him into slavery in Egypt.
Thank you so much. And then I think I saw that Barry had also unmuted. Barry, did you want to read? I have a little more here.
Linda can read for me.
Oh, thank you.
All right. The dog is Egypt, where Joseph landed and where eventually the entire clan of Jacob and the subsequent Israelite nation lived, were enslaved and were redeemed. The stick is the famous staff of Moses, used to call forth various plagues and part of the waters of the sea for the Israelites to cross. The fire represents the thirst for idolatry among Israelites that proved to be a persistent theme over 800 years, from the year they left Egypt until the destruction of the first temple in the 5th century BCE. The water represents the 4th century BCE sages who eradicated idolatry.
Thank you so much. And I have one more page to be read. If somebody would like to volunteer to read, go ahead and unmute. Anybody?
I will.
Excellent, thank you.
The ox is Rome, Esau's descendant who destroyed the second temple in 70 CE. The butcher is the Messiah, son of Joseph, Messiah ben Yosef, who will restore full Jewish sovereignty in the land of Israel. The angel of death needs no introduction. In this song, he represents the death of Messiah ben Yosef. The Holy One, of course, also needs no introduction. Here, the Holy One arrives with Messiah ben David.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to ask a really important question here. So I don't have a reward for the right answer, but does anybody know what song we're going to go to now? Come on, somebody unmute fast. Tell me, what are we just talking about?
Yeah.
There it is.
Hod God Yah.
Hod God Yah for the win.
Oh, my God, yo.
Thank
yeah.
you. Yep. So, interestingly for all of you, when I did Chad Gadya at our Seders, we always did it in the Aramaic, and it was at the very end of the Seder when we were all exhausted and we were just kind of ready to be, I love Passover, it's my favorite, but it was a race to the finish, right? And I've never really sung it in English. So Rabbi Stephanie has a family tradition, which is really, really cute. And I'm going to do my best to facilitate it all for you. And some of you may be familiar with this tradition. But what we do is we have parts. Okay, this is super cool. So somebody will be the goat. And the idea behind that is you make a noise that sounds like a goat. Then somebody will be the cat, and you make a noise that sounds like a cat. There's no right or wrong, okay? It's whatever you like, whatever you think it should sound like, dog, etc. So we're gonna assign parts. All right. The only thing you have to do is be quick with the mute and the unmute button when it's your turn. Okay. So can I have a goat, please? Who wants to be the goat? And you gotta participate or this isn't gonna work. Come on. Don't jump all at once here.
I'll do that.
Okay. Perfect. Ron's the goat.
I always wanted to be the goat. Yay.
There you go. I mean, yeah, this is fun. There's no right or wrong. No one's judging. Hey, we're not even live on Facebook. So, all right. So Ron is the goat. Who's going to be the cat?
I'll be the cat.
Awesome. We got a cat.
Somebody beat me to it.
That's okay. You want to be the dog? You can be the dog?
I'll do the dog.
Excellent. We got a dog. Perfect. And the stick. Who's going to be the stick? You gotta be creative with the stick. I mean, there's no actual noise for a stick. Who's gonna be the stick? Come on. I need a stick.
I'll be the stick.
There we go. Judy's the stick. I love it.
The stick or the stick.
Whatever.
I don't want to be the stick.
You got it.
All right.
There's no right, there's no wrong. Who's gonna be the fire?
Roz says she'll be the fire.
Fantastic. Roz is the fire. We're almost there. Water. Donna,
I'll be the water.
Awesome. Okay, I'm like, Donna's unmuted. She's going to get called on. Okay, Donna is the water. All right, who's going to be the ox?
I'll be the ox.
Fantastic. I love it, Frank. Thank you. And the butcher. Nobody wants to be the butcher.
I'll be the butcher.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, wait, who's the butcher? Is that Kelly or Phyllis?
Me, Kelly.
Kelly, okay. All right, the angel of death. It's not every day you get to be the angel of death, okay? Anybody? You're gonna make me do it, aren't you? All right, I'm the angel of death. Okay, fantastic. All right, hopefully I remember my part because I'm, doing a few things here. All right, angel of death for me. And the Holy One, blessed be God. That's a big role. Big shoes to fill. Come on. Somebody's gonna have to be God. You don't get a chance to do that often. Anybody? I can't be the angel of death and God. It's just not gonna work.
If somebody wants to be fire, I'll be God.
Okay.
Anybody want to be fire? You can crackle.
Exactly. I crackled last time.
I'll be fire.
Yay! Phyllis saves the day.
I'm God.
All right. Phyllis and Shoshana have saved the day. We've got a fire and we've got a God. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Like I said, no wrong answers. It's all in fun. I'm sure I'm going to mess up somewhere because I've never done it in English. So let's have a good time with this, okay? So when it's your turn, just make sure you unmute so we hear you, and then mute yourself again so that way the next person can be heard, etc. Okay, here we go. Goat, get ready, okay? Chad Gadya, my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya. Then came the cat.
Meow.
That ate the goat. Ron. There you go. My father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya. Then came the dog. Who's our dog? Isn't it Leon or somebody?
I'll be the dog. Ruff, ruff. We got it. Max is helping.
Okay, there we go. That bit the cat.
Meow.
That ate the goat.
Yeah.
My father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya. Then came the stick.
Ow, ow.
That beat the dog.
Woof, woof.
That bit the cat.
Meow.
That ate the goat.
Yeah.
My father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya. Then came the fire. Who's fire? Phyllis. Are you fire? Phyllis is fire. I think.
Crackle, crackle.
There you are. That burned the stick.
Ow, pow, pow.
That beat the dog.
Woof, woof.
That bit the cat.
Meow.
That ate the goat.
Yeah.
My father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya. Then came the water.
Swish, swish, swish.
That quenched the fire.
Crackle, crackle.
That burned the stick.
Pow, pow, pow.
That beat the dog.
Woof, woof.
That bit the cat.
Meow.
That ate the goat.
Yeah.
My father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadya. Then came the ox.
Wow.
That drank the water.
Swish, swish, swish.
That quenched the fire.
Crackle, crackle.
That burned the stick.
Pow, pow, pow.
That beat the dog.
Woof, woof.
That bit the cat.
Meow.
That ate the goat. My father bought for two Zusim. Chad Gadya. Then came the butcher.
Chop, chop.
Oh, okay. Who killed the ox?
Wow.
That drank the water.
Swish, swish, swish.
That quenched the fire.
Crackle, crackle.
That burned the stick.
Pow, 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 pow.
That beat the dog.
Woof, woof.
That bit the cat. That ate the goat. My father bought for
Bought for
two
two
Zusim.
Zusim.
Gadya. Then came the angel of death. Whoa. Slew the butcher.
Oh,
That
my neck.
killed
Chop,
the
chop.
ox.
And then music.
Oh.
That drank the water
Swish, swish, swish.
and quenched the fire.
Crackle, crackle.
That burned the stick. That beat the dog.
Woof, woof.
That bit the cat. That ate
Meow.
the. There you are. That ate the goat.
Yeah.
My father bought for two Zusim. Chad Gadya. One more time. Then came the Holy One. Blessed be God.
Ani Hashem.
That killed the angel of death. Whoa. Who slew the butcher.
Chop, chop.
That killed the ox.
Whoa.
That drank the water.
Swish, swish, swish.
That quenched the fire.
Crackle, crackle.
That burned the stick.
Pow, 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 pow.
That beat the dog.
Woof, woof.
That bit the cat. That ate the goat.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you all want to unmute and sing this last line with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. My father bought for two Zusim. Okay, guys, pat on the back. We made it through. God, yeah, that's awesome. We're not done with our service yet, though, so hold on a little more. We got some more to come. Thank you guys so much for participating. That does not work unless we have parts, okay? So that was awesome. Thank you so much. And I do have to say, Rabbi Stephanie once told me, because I had asked her once, like, how do you sing certain things, because they're so emotional. You know, you get emotionally connected to what you're saying. And she said that she had a voice teacher who once told her, in order to get through things, sing now, cry later. It doesn't work with laughing. My face started to hurt. I was laughing so hard, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you sing and laugh at the same time? That was so fun. Okay, we're gonna move forward now. On a serious note, we have plenty of people to pray for tonight, for refuah shlema, those who are sick, those who are suffering, those affected by mass shootings, hate crimes, the families who are suffering from war and natural disasters, and unfortunately, again, another upsurgence of COVID. Tonight, I would like to add a few names, and then we'll unmute and go ahead and share our loved ones' names. Tonight, would like to add Cantor Rita Shore and Ira Shore, who are unfortunately suffering with COVID right now. My brother, Michael Morgenstein, who has COVID right now. Myself and my son, Zachary Aaron, and Mahira Omanovic. And now if you would please unmute with your names and share them with us so that we can all wish them a full and complete healing.
For all the people in the north of Israel who were frightened by, and thank God not hurt by the attack from the internment camp in Lebanon. It wasn't the government, but there were rockets, and thank God Nobody was killed. A few people were injured, but thank God everybody's okay. But the trauma,
Yeah.
for their healing from the trauma.
Thank you.
Razel Glicke bat Rivka Zelda. 10:11.
Jennifer Derone.
My mother, Gloria Honigwam.
Myself.
Susie Rubin.
Mordechai ben Yisrael Moshe in Israel.
Myrna Goldman, and I pray for our country.
Thank you, Phil. Marla, did you have a name to add?
Just myself.
I'd also like to send our prayers of healing to those who still suffer from their inner enslavement, their Egypts within, those who are suffering from addiction, who have not yet found their way to recovery, and those who are in recovery, who need strengthening of their programs. To children all over the world and the hungry, may everyone find a place for their Seder, for their Passover, so no one goes without. We're going to continue now with our Misha Beirach prayer. Misha Beirach Avoteinu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Beirach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We have a few announcements tonight. Next month, Friday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, at 6:30 p.m., we are having a Shabbat in person, Shabbat on the beach. It will be where it's been in the past at Atlantic Avenue and A1A in Delray, east of the pavilion on the sand. I know Stephanie and Frank are coming all the way down from Canada with the hopes of meeting everybody. Rabbi will be there, of course. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be there. I hope to be. So please, if you're able to join us, we would love to have you. Of course, we'll be Zooming for those who cannot be there in person. So that's super exciting. And again, another piece of exciting news. Carol shared this earlier, but we're going to share it again. A big mazel tov to Leon and Susie Rubin and Carol Hertz for the birth of their granddaughter, Sloan Margaret Rubin. Congratulations. Just a reminder that Cyber Synagogue does rely completely on contributions. So if you are willing and able, any contribution is greatly appreciated. That information is there. Of course, you can always contact Rabbi Shore at any time with the email address that is on the screen, or her phone number, which is in every single email that goes out from Cyber Synagogue. I want to thank everybody for participating tonight. I've missed all of you so much. It's so wonderful to see everybody's faces, to hear your voices, and it's so fantastic when we could all come together and make this such a wonderful, warm, inviting place to share our Shabbat and our joys together. We've been through so much over the past few years as a family, as a synagogue family, and it's just fantastic that we are all here together. So my greatest gratitude goes out to each and every one of you just for being here tonight. Thank you so much. We're going to continue now with Aleinu. And is it possible, Judy, are you able to chant Aleinu for us tonight? She's still with us? Let's see. Oh, there's Judy. You just have to unmute, Judy. You're muted. She's singing, but we can't hear her. Unmute. Let me see if I can unmute her real quick. There we go. Oh, hold on. One more time. It's worth it. We still can't hear you. You just have to hit unmute, okay? What's going on?
Unmute me.
There it is. All
okay. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליותר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגרי הרצון, ולא טמנו כמשפחות הדומה, שלא שם אלוקינו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Thank you, Toda Rava. Thank you so much, Judy.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I love when you chant for us. Thank you so much. Okay. We're going to turn our thoughts now to our loved ones who have passed, both in this season and in the years past. Those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be for blessing. We mourn the loss of all of those who have died of mass shootings, hate crimes, war, terrorism, and natural disasters. Is anyone observing Shiva this Shabbat? Do we have anyone observing Shaloshim, 30-day period? And if you have a yard site, if you would please say the name at this time.
Yes, my aunt, Sally Lerner, whose yard site is tonight and tomorrow.
My father, Leonard Aronson.
Goldie Atler.
My father, Norman Honigbaum.
Albert Froome.
My father, Eugene Rautenberg.
I have
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Leon.
My aunt, Dr. Betty Rubin, and Susie's mother, Penny Davis.
I have a huge list. Please be patient. April bombards me. My mother and father, Rosalind Marks and Milton Marks. My grandparents, Sarah Gottlieb and Abraham Gottlieb. My Aunt Lorraine Caffaretta. My other grandmother, Hilda Marks, and my uncle, Private Jerome Gottlieb.
My Nana Belle Hirsch.
Our hearts are together with all who mourn. And we're always going to remember the 6 million who died in the Shoah. We also say Kaddish for all of those who do not have anyone to say Kaddish for them. We'll continue now. Yiskadal v'yiskadash shemei Rabbah, v'yama divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'hayechon v'yomechon v'chayed zechol beit Yisrael, Bagalav Izman Kariv Vimru. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam U'Lameo Maya. Yitzbarach V'yishtabach V'yitba'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh. V'yitadar V'yitalev V'yitalal Shemei Dekudet Shabarichu. Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata. Tushbechata V'nechemata. Damiran B'yama V'yimru. Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. We're going to continue now with some fun. This is a Rabbi Stephanie special, so we are going to go ahead and hear her out, and then please join us afterwards for a little socialization. I know we ran a little over, but this is worth it. It's a lot of fun, and I look forward to chatting with everybody after services. May we be blessed that we have come together tonight. May we be blessed as we go forward from this gathering of God. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Passover. Amen. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, here we go. Let's see. Whoopsie. Well, yeah, get the idea. It's a night. It's one of those nights, you know? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, let my people go. All right. We're going to go ahead and have some time together now. Sorry about that, guys. All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording so it'll just be us.